is.
I
That's the
haven't
thing.
seen
I
anything
thought
yet.
since their convoys there, I thought we get a middle spawn between B and C to attack it, but I guess
Oh,
not.
yes, I see the carrier. There we are.
I'll join you there then.
Is
Yeah, I'll
there
just come
in
up.
A3?
And then I'll come join you. We'll kill a carrier.
Yep. It's carrier hunting season.
Carrier hunting season. I don't know if I should J out and go in them instead, but since I'm in a 206, I'll give it a go.
That'd be pretty quick. You might be able to just go run up and torpedo it.
Well, there's quick and there's quick. So the 206 is 75 kbh, kind of quick.
That's
You can do it in
not about as.
in an American PT boat. You can do it in the 206.
Yeah. 206 also has. Oh well, we're on realistic, right? Yeah. I was gonna say you could just spam it with torpedoes, but.
Fire and then reload and fire and then reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fire them and
shit out of that with the last time I played EC. So I was doing that with the PT 811, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that thing
That
is
was
a monster.
It was
Yeah.
810, so the shittier version of it. And I was just
Yeah, but I mean, they still get the same torpedoes.
yeah, you just drop 4, wait like 20 seconds, drop another 4.
Yeah. It's kind of silly how the coastal boats get a 1 minute torpedo respawn, and it's like it takes and like the 810 and 15 and all those get the just. Is it the I think it's might be like the same as the Shimakaze. It might be a little better, a little worse, or the completely the same. But it's basically the Shimakaze torpedoes on a PT boat that you get every minute. I think they're actually better than the Shimakaze's torpedoes because they're Torpex, and that's a better. Or maybe they're.
Yeah, but their range is severely limited.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, but as far as destructive power, yeah. Because what they only get 6 kilometers, right? With no torpedo mode.
Something like that. No, a little bit farther than that.
my torpedoes are not
Like
expanded.
60
Mine
miles.
is only 8 kilometers. They're fast though, 93 kilometers an hour.
They're like 6 or 7 miles without the torpedo mode. So that's a lot longer than 6 kilometers.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Not like the Japanese 37-mile torpedoes.
No, yeah, those are long
Torpedo
landings.
mode with torpedo mode. So it's like, oh yeah, torpedo mode. Like, all right. Without it, 50 miles.
And they're still pretty quick too. I mean, not super fast, but.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. Russia also has a couple ridiculous ones, and
Yeah,
Italy,
this was Coiny.
Italy has amazing torpedoes. They just like as far as range and speed goes, but when they hit, it just they're a little lackluster.
Yeah, I literally, oh man, Italy. I was playing Italy a few days ago, like just top tier Italy, trying to spade out my Dante a little bit. Or at least, like, I don't want to spade out my Dante because I don't want to get all the modifications for it unlocked yet, so I can use that RP towards when they eventually add a new battleship for Italy in 2060, you know? But it was really painful because like the only close air support you get is like literally 250-kilogram bombs, or I think maybe you get like the 500s in some of the bombers, but they're really bad. So it's like you basically have fighters with the torpedoes on, like the base Italian torpedoes that just do basically nothing. Like they have a, I think it's 200-kilogram charge, and past a certain point, you're just not going to be killing anything with those.
Italian torpedoes and planes are a real pain because of the drop
I'll be back.
No worries, man. Take care.
Alright, see ya.
The only nation Gaijin hates more than America is Italy.
Yeah, literally.
That's I'm of that firm of opinion, which really sucks because the two nations that I play the most of are the Italians and the Americans. So it's like, fuck, well, I'm screwed. But the Italians were famous for their torpedoes during World War II.
Really?
And their torpedo boats. The torpedo boats denied the Royal Navy access to the Mediterranean for 3 years.
Interesting.
So
And that was just one Fretch year as well.
yeah, pretty much. So you know, it's kind of ridiculous. The guy's just like, oh well, yeah, no, they didn't have anything. It's like, I'm sorry, but
It would actually be really nice if Italy could get a decent battleship so it could join in the EC. That would be nice.
Yeah, the
Oh, they come
Dante
next.
is not up to par. Too slow and doesn't
It's
have
got to
enough
come
punch.
next update, right? Surely.
That's what I was saying this update. So it's like, you know.
We've sort of been on
Well, I
about
think-
that for a little while.
I think
haven't we?
next update is going to be French Navy.
Yeah.
French Navy and
Ooh.
one Italian battleship. I'm calling it now.
I
Well,
don't know.
I'm thinking they're probably going to wait until their 10-year anniversary.
They're gonna wait until Russia has the Kirov class, nuclear-powered battlecruiser before they.
Yeah, right.
Well, of course.
And
We're gonna have Yamatos and Iowas, and then we're gonna be able. Italy's gonna get their new battleship.
then Italy will finally get the AD. Like, when is the AD coming?
Getting
Trying to hit this front destroyer. Oh, whoops.
I just hope that when they
Too far
whenever
away
they
from
finally
them.
do it, they get to the end of the line with Italy. When they get to the Littoros, it's just as much bullshit as it should be. And when it comes to its gun, they treat it just like the Ariete, where it's like, oh yeah, you suffered long enough. Congratulations, you now have the kill anything route.
Do the Italians have like a gulag round?
The Littoral class
Wow, I'm 6
battleship,
kilometers away from this thing.
on paper it only has a 15-inch gun, but that 15-inch gun outranges the Yamato and the Iowa.
Interesting.
It has higher pin than the Yamato and the Iowa even at their max ranges.
How's that possible?
High velocity shells, baby.
It's entirely in the shells. It's not really at all with the cannon.
I mean, the cannon plays a large part in it, but yeah, because you can't get high velocity shells without the cannon.
Probably,
Isn't
yeah.
it normally
right.
within 6 kilometers you get the locate carrier? No, haven't got it yet.
What year is that from then?
The Littoros,
Yeah.
they were built in 1939 to 1942, I think.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. See, I like when it comes to World War II naval, the country I know the least about is probably Italy. So any information about them is
Roma.
useful.
I mean, the Littoral class battleships are the same as the battleship Roma.
Oh, okay.
There were three, I think. It was Littoral something,
It was a bit
Roma, and I
close.
can't remember what the other one was.
Might just release one missile now.
There you go. I get
One
destroyed.
top on the way. A bit of an insurance policy.
I've been shooting this carrier, and it's just like I don't give a shit.
They do be tanky.
I think it's funny that they added forestall to this game. Like we need a modern carrier, so we're gonna pick the only modern carrier that can't operate actual modern naval aircraft. Like the F-14
Why can't it?
They're too heavy to throw the forestall off. Or throw off the forestall.
Right.
Yeah. The forestall on all of our sister ships couldn't use. I guess they might have been able to use F-18s, but I think they were gone before the F-18s came about. But the F-14s, they couldn't use them. Their catapults were too weak.
Interesting.
Let's take a bit of fire. One more talk.
Also, the carrier is about a third of like 2/3 of the size that it should be.
Get closer.
Like,
Right. Yeah. I feel like the carrier should be larger. I was thinking about that.
Should. Yeah, I work at the Navy Yard in DC, and we have the Cold War Museum, and in the museum they have a scale replica of the forestall with
That's
aircraft
very
on
cool.
it, and you could fit 3 F4s side by side without them touching.
Yeah, in this game we can't do
On
that.
the catapult deck, and yeah, no, here you'd be lucky if you could fit 2.
Yeah. Because I've seen people do like War Thunder events where they'll line up like 20, 30 aircraft on the carrier, and I'm like, I feel like you could. I don't know. I feel like these are wider than they are in this game.
Yeah, they're
First
significantly
torpedo should hit about now. Fire one more. That torpedo hit. Fire the
I'll
last
help
one.
you with this destroyer. I only need a few more spawn points for my London anyway, so I'll leave you guys to it.
Rob here. I'm over here using light cruiser sap rounds, and I'm not getting anything on this guy.
That's quite cool sailing next to it. I think it's definitely sinking now. Well, it's leaning over, so put it that way.
He should be sinking.
Oh, I've been
Oh
destroyed by
yeah,
a
it's
carrier.
going down really quick. Did it land on top of you, or did its guns kill you?
Well, I can't even see how the gun managed to hit me because the guns was technically underwater. But
No, it's got
all my
5
torps
guns on
landed,
the
so
back.
with a bit of luck, that should at least do something.
Rangers, yeah, sitting on the ass.
I'm trying to hit him. It's at 4%. Yeah, there it goes.
Ah, I got it.
Good work.
Husband should get all the credit for that.
Well, I did land it with 4 torps, so that was a reasonable effort.
What is it? Is it 20 minutes until new carrier?
Not as long as that. Best thing is to go into that top port that's over there.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
If you sail in there, anything there.
Victory is near.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to kill the rest of these guys, and I'm just gonna get my London.
Is that a Brooklyn? Yeah, it's Brooklyn. Or that might be a Cleveland.
You guys think I should spawn at A, or should spawn up there with you guys and push into F? I think I'm actually gonna spawn up here and just sail in.
Jesus, what just hit me? Is that Brooklyn?
It didn't look like his guns were looking at us, but you know, that doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I've just gone down to 26% from one shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's firing at you. I can see the shells coming.
well, there's Northampton right here, actually. I think that's the Northampton's shooting at you, to your left. Yeah, it's Northampton.
Yeah, it's 4%.
Well, if you guys can respawn in a bigger ship.
I think actually for killing the carrier ought to get more than 20 spawn points.
Is that really all you got?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe it's just dependent on damage, and since torpedoes do a lot of hull damage and not like a lot of compartment and crew damage, maybe it doesn't give you a lot? I don't know.
A lot, because the Never just show up by the carrier.
I think the carrier
Like, 'cause
doesn't count for anything.
it's weird though, because it's like I killed the destroyers around it, and I got plenty of spawn points to spawn in my London. So it's like, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, I think if you manage to kill the destroyers, that gives something, but not the carrier, so a bit weird.
Yeah, I killed 2 destroyers, and I got like 300 spawn points, or 2 destroyers.
Is there anything going on at A now? Right now.
No, not particularly. I mean, there's a couple of ships coming out. Some shooting.
Yeah,
away from-
I just see some guys coming from F right
not
now.
massive. It's really more a question about what is attacking us down at D and E, because that's where our carrier is.
Mm.
But normally it would be a good thing to just sail up and take F. I mean, F is not far from A. It's about 11 kilometers, so sort of doable. It's certainly worth pushing.
I'll go to that port then.
Now that Brooklyn's killing me. Green, why did you last longer?
I can't help too much against that Brooklyn. He's too far away.
What ship are we in?
What's Cleveland?
C-25.
Yeah.
May as well be a Brooklyn.
Green should have lasted longer.
I lasted a lot longer than I thought. I mean, that first round just racked me. I'm only in a 4-3. There's people left this game already, or is that's that's people joining? Okay. Is it? I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure either, actually.
Wasn't left after one death.
Yeah, Chaska.
I think in the start it will backfill, won't it? For
I think so. Yeah.
up to the half an hour mark or something.
Yeah.
No matter what, it should just backfill. Just be like, alright, cool. Bringing up my destroyer cruiser thing to kill
Mhm.
surface targets. How come green gets using Disney 25? It wouldn't let me use mine.
What's that, sorry?
Oh, you added an Emden to your lineup, didn't you?
Yeah, got the Jurgen von der Tal, and yeah, just took out the whatever that one is, the grass bay, put the Emden in his place.
Man, I really wish that fucking America just had, like, I wish the Arizona just had a normal reload.
Yes, that would
Like
be
they
nice.
don't
It would be
even
usable,
need a
wouldn't it?
new good battleship. Just make the Arizona reload 30 seconds, and like America would be so good for EC.
It should be, I think 45 is what they tested. When they were the fastest that they ever tested for it. So it should be 45. But the Colorado, you know, with the 16-inch guns, has a 20-second reload in real life. So that should tell you something, right?
Well, that's gonna be interesting with that one in the game.
What's even better is that the Colorado has is technically the same guns that they were going to put on the Iowa. That they put on the Iowa. The only difference between the Colorado's guns and that of the Iowa is that they had to make some modifications to the breech in order to fit them into the turret.
Doing a terrible job as hitting that with and destroying it.
I just did it again.
You know, sometimes it's almost like now you sometimes have to hit above the target in order to hit it. Weird.
Oh yeah, gunship. I sent Dav something the other day. I said if because Gaijin says Russia gets bullshit with the Kronstadt, right? That we should get the Constellation class battle cruisers for the Americans. If we all get that way we all have make believe.
Well, you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to manage to get past World War II and somehow the Russian ships being the best.
They're all going to be
Jesus.
make believe. They're all going to be make believe. That's going to be the best part. They're all going to be make believe ships.
That guy is just sitting back there.
The guy that just got racked.
Ooh, I have
That's true,
spotted a
honest.
battleship. There is a Paris Communa spawned by the enemy.
Is that it?
Yeah,
They're shooting at me. Make him stop.
If they are incoming for me, then I will be toast. They do look a bit in my direction. Yeah.
He's not going to move for the entire game, I guarantee he'll be staying there.
That's gonna hurt some.
He's not going to be there the entire game, Green. Eventually, an Arado is just going to delete him. It's just going to take a while.
I don't know, we'll see. He's the top guy on their side, he's got 45,000 games played. Thought I didn't have a life.
Like I said, eventually some Arados are just going to start appearing and deleting him from the game.
Maybe.
There's another battleship spawning up from them now. What is that one? That does actually look. I can't recognize
Alright, I'm attacking this.
it. That could actually be the Arizona, I think. Arizona has the two towers, doesn't it?
That is neither. That is North Dakota.
North Dakota, okay.
Don't you? I'm disappointed in you.
I should know better, Reed, because I haven't seen a North Dakota in yonks.
I mean, the Nodak just looks exactly like Wyoming, just with more stupid towers and basket
To the
thingies.
designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid square.
You said there was a North Dakota?
Right there.
We're gonna end up with a little bit of an issue, I think. I'm just gonna check out
Oh,
the
he's
other
coming out of
side
his
force.
little hidey hole.
Moffat there.
It is not a Moffat.
That's what I thought.
It is definitely not a Moffat. Sumner and German destroyers. Why are they all shooting at me? Do I have a big sign above my head that says "Shoot me first"? Might have been the fucking leader of the pack.
Where is that PK? Does anyone know?
So the PK is about there.
Oh, it's on F.
Yeah, he's,
Okay.
he's staying back. He's just pushing out every so often.
See, this is literally what I was talking about before we even queued. I was like, where you sit on F and A, and then people just sit in their spawn with their OP battleships. And it's just
The Nodak actually came out. What's annoying is the destroyers that are just chilling and not moving.
yeah. I mean, as long as they're actually advancing, I don't mind. But I was playing a game last night where people were literally just sitting in spawn for like 30 minutes. I was just like, I'm in a London. I can't do anything about this. I'm just gonna leave.
Went over to the other side, and I'm glad I did, because we do have a few visitors over.
Yeah, they're gonna come down to C eventually, because this is the thing. On the southern side, what happens is they cap C, and then they just eventually get caps D, and then move their way to A, because it's such a long sail to B that like no one really makes it and caps it.
Sorry guys, I keep sneezing like crazy.
No worries. Nature calls. Sometimes you gotta sneeze. I don't know. I think the only way we're actually gonna win this. Oh yeah. I think the only way we're gonna win this game. I don't think we're gonna win a prolonged fight on F. I think we're gonna have to cap B.
Just need to get our battleships. We can win.
Or yeah, or we can just get our battleships. I mean, I don't know. You guys are all okay. All Germany. Yeah, I mean, Scharnhorst is pretty good. Should be able to kill a PK.
The only reason why I'm playing German is because I want to research
Bayern.
Bayern, yeah.
Get my German battle boat.
Otherwise, I would very much be in the Kronstadt.
Yeah, I would much rather be in a Kronstadt as well, but I gotta grind my UK.
I still have yet to sell my soul and will not.
Why, you haven't played Russia?
I just don't buy into the Russian OP shit.
Oh, you're not an enjoyer
I've
of the
played the game
PK?
longer than all of you, and I know that while it seems like it's fucking amazing right now, in about a year or two, it's gonna be one of the worst ships on the sea.
I believe it. I think when they add, when they
You
start
know they're
like,
gonna
adding
just
all
find
the bigger
something else,
ships.
right, to put instead. By the time you put in some American ship you think is great, the Russians gonna put some kind of missile cruiser destroyer.
Yeah. That's what I'm most
That's what
worried
they're gonna
about.
do.
The missile cruisers could just splash on the armor of battleships all they want, because that's why they reactivated Iowa. Because even though the Kirov had a shitload of missiles, none of the missiles had enough punch to go through Iowa's belt armor. That's why they reactivated the Iowa.
Yeah, but I wonder how it's gonna actually play out in War Thunder, because like,
true, because in War Thunder, HE just somehow kills everything on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice when we could be like, yeah, the missiles aren't that strong. They can just, you know, knock it through the belt and, you know, it'll be a good fight. But in War Thunder,
Yeah, the
can just
missiles will have
go
like
straight through the-
yeah, 500 kilos of TNT and
Destroy the target.
and then
700
just go straight through
penetration.
your belt armor or like under the water and ammo you.
Yeah.
I don't know. If there was fully modeled armors, like it was completely, you know, I could understand like the shell dive mechanics and all that stuff that they were adding and all that stuff, but
Getting there with this one point.
If you're plunging mechanics, American battleships would be the best, because they would just be going through the deck of everything, always, and kill shattering the enemy. Because unlike the real world, we can actually hit things more than once every hour.
yeah. That is the thing, is it's like, you know, in real life, the fights between battleships and stuff in World War II were happening over like an hour, and they were like, you know,
4 hits, sir!
yeah, and it's like you get a couple hits and you're like, oh, great job, everyone. And also they're engaging from, you know, ridiculous distances. I mean, you know, minimum like 15 kilometers.
Engaging from, you know, literally beyond the horizon.
Yeah.
We're relying on
Shooting at specs.
Hit! Hit!
And back in the day, people didn't even have radar to help them, like, guide their shots or anything. I couldn't, like, I wonder what it was like. I bet the...
Radar to guide their shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about World War One. They didn't have much of that.
So World War One, even though the cannons could technically engage at those you know, the BVR ranges, they didn't. Everything was done at extremely close ranges, so you could actually still see your enemy.
What was the how far away was Jutland taking place? Like how close were the engagement distances?
I'd have to look at it again, but they were still within, like, you could actually still see the enemy, so that's got to be within 20 miles.
Yeah. I mean, still
No,
far
no,
as fuck, but...
No shit, within a lot closer than that, like maybe 10 miles, which is far, but not.
Yeah, not. Yeah, for naval, it's pretty close, honestly.
15 miles. Yeah, I mean it's far. Like that's really the max effective range of those cannons, anyways. But still, like, fuck.
Yeah.
I can't get anything going. They are just slaughtering me.
Yeah, I think we have to go to a different point. Like we have to go to B probably, because F is just gonna be a standstill.
And they have all the destroyers just parked, fucking with their high velocity, you know, their high reload.
Hey, here's the thing: is it's like we'll get our battleships, but they can just sit in their spawn and they'll get so much SP from just farming destroyers and cruisers and, you know, all the things coming from A, that you can just kill them and then they'll just respawn at
Well,
F.
they still kind of have to do the objective.
That's when we bring out the Scharnhorst. Or not the
That's the thing. Is it's like.
sorry, the Rada bomb. Fuck
That's
out.
true. Yeah, but it's not arcade, so you can't reload. So you can't train their spawn points as quick. I guess, yeah, you could do that.
Or use the JG288, and there's 2 kills right there. Just load up.
That is true, yeah. 288 is really powerful.
Load up really high and drop them on. Because they're sitting still, so they're not gonna know they're gonna die until they die.
Right. It's a classic. Oh, is that bomb coming for me?
I wish they would add the bat bomb for the Americans already. PV4 wise, I would only play Americans in EC if that was the case.
I wish they would properly model armor piercing. I wish they just properly model bombs in this game for ships. Like, it'd be cool if the armor piercing bombs were just actually armor piercing and did something, and the normal bombs didn't just ammo rack you if they land on your deck. But that might just be a game mechanic issue and not something they can just quick fix, because it's been in the game for a long time.
It is a game mechanic issue that needs. You know, eventually, they'll add more game mechanics that allow that. But yeah, that is a game mechanic issue.
Oh my gosh, I see these guys. These destroyers are literally just camping in the like little cove. Oh, jeez, come on,
Can't
guys.
get over to shoot them because the battleships are over there. So
Yeah.
fuck, and then they're just fucking firing over the hill at you.
I mean, I'm shooting at them, but the PK sees me, so it's like I don't know how long I'm gonna last.
The PK didn't bother firing the big guns at me. It just murdered me with its secondaries. And I think one of the destroyers stole the kill, but yeah, I was dead in the water from the first hit from the secondaries. Yeah. As far as the Russian fleet goes, they're gonna do what they always do. They're gonna, in the early parts, for the first couple years, they're gonna let it run rampant with their Russian bias nonsense, and then they're going to realize that everything's bullshit, and they're gonna change it to pander to everybody else that plays the game that's not a Russian, and all the Russian stuff's gonna be shit. It might still be better, performing better than it should be, but it's gonna be like Russian tanks and aircraft are now, where they're just kind of meh.
That's the thing, though. It's like I think a lot, like the top tier Russia and like mid tier, like Russia has a lot of pretty good stuff in it. Like even though naval's obviously where they're the most OP. Like I don't know. I think and the other aspects that it's pretty balanced, or at least somewhat balanced.
Absolutely overperforms, but it is extremely balanced.
Yeah.
And they overperform to balance it too.
Right.
But it used to be bad. I don't know how long you've been playing the game, but I've been playing since the closed alpha. And when especially when they added tanks in the early versions of tanks before they allowed it, like people in, like when we were testing it in the super early versions,
Mm.
Tigers would bounce off T-34s.
That's
You'd
funny.
get a T-34 in that little slope bit up front.
Yeah.
At like 200 meters, and your round would just skip off to the side.
Yeah.
It's like, what the?
That's fine. Well, is that like a armor angle issue, or is that like literally
We've
just
got to
the
destroy
D34
the enemy
being
carrier,
trolling?
guys. So just back on the game, I could spawn the Scharnhorst up in A5. Let's see if I can take it out. That would also force them out of their hole, I think.
Yeah.
If I did
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we could spawn. I'm about to die as well, so I'll come with you. We could spawn there and then head to E maybe, and leave them here at F because I don't know. They just spawned
Well, Debo, if you stay
Neugen.
down there and just make sure that doesn't get captured.
Yeah, I mean, as long as because that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna push A for a long time. Like, I think we're gonna have time to push F or B if we want to, and cap that rather than them push A. Because like, I mean, I'm looking at them all in their harbor, and they're just all sitting still. Like, even their destroyers aren't going anywhere. So I don't know. I'm gonna go to E.
Yeah, no, we used to make jokes about T-34 super bouncy armor because you'd shoot them in the cheeks or in the face, like even in that front armor bit, and the rounds would just skip off the side. The IS-4 used to be, and the IS-3 used to be the same thing. Now a lot of the rounds that would have skipped off of them 5 years ago just go right through them.
Yeah.
The same spots, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then you realize, oh, they just like stopped shadow coding that shit in to be super invincible.
Well, to be fair though, they're like I can still think of quite a few OP Russian vehicles that are tanks, like the KV-220, probably the Russian Panther. Like those are all really good tanks that are still like.
But the Russian Panther is no different than the German and French ones. Like it's exactly the same as those.
Is it though? Because okay, so here's the thing. Like, I feel like it has faster turret traverse than the Panther A. I don't know if that's.
That's because it's a Panther D.
But doesn't the D have really shit turret traverse?
Nah, it should be faster.
But I think that's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I looked it up and I was like, it said that it was a Panther D, but the Panther D has really, really bad turret traverse. So what I think it is, it has the whole of a D and then the turret of an A, maybe. I don't know. Because I know that the A is the one with the faster turret traverse, and the D is like piss slow. Because it's 5.3 compared to 5.7.
It's 5.3 as compared to 5.7 because it's a premium.
Oh,
And no other.
Well, the normal A is 5.7, and the TV is 5.7 as well. It's
looks
the
like
Panther,
if you
the
got the
Panther D is
battleship, you
only...
could spawn at B2 and then go up to B.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's a new spawn there.
If you could do that, that would be good because I would have put some pressure up on them.
Yeah, I don't have enough spawn points though, sadly.
I'll be eating that spawn point as soon as this cruiser kills me.
Yeah, as soon as I kill this destroyer, I will J out and respawn there. Oh, we just got another spawn as well in Bravo 3. That might actually... Should we go to E or B? Because we can cut off F, and they're not going to be able to really...
Finally giving us our fucking convoy spawns.
Looks like it.
Sorry guys, we realized we fucked up. No, there are things that are still broken, but they're not as broken. And like you don't, the lags and the yaks aren't as ridiculous as they used to be either.
Mm.
Like the LA5 and the yak used to just be spaceships. I mean, yeah, they do still overperform, but they're not as bad as they were. Which is
Yeah, I
good
got
enough
that
for me.
Bubbles boat out there. It's trying to get to me. Who's with me out here? Chicken.
It's me.
Because I remember
Okay,
going from
so
like,
that one there.
like stall on the deck to space climbing to 30,000 feet almost instantly before in realistic, and the Yak 9, which is something that jets can't even do.
Alright, I'm gonna HE that Dakota and just try and
Yep, that would
start
be good.
fires and kill some crew.
Kill
So
these
he's
guys.
concentrating on me, so you can do whatever you like.
Well, I would hope that the Scharnhorst kills the Dakota. I don't think its chances are great. And to your point, I started playing this game in 2015, so I didn't get to experience all the growing pains of all the ridiculous sounding stuff, but
Yeah, but you've been around long enough like to remember some of like the super OP Russian stuff, like when the Russian tanks were just ridiculous. That about 2015, 2016 is when all that was still going bad. The Russian tanks just being ridiculous.
I remember. I mean, trust me, I remember people making a lot of jokes about Russian bias. Like it was all the and people made way more jokes about Russian bias back then, and obviously they had truth to the jokes. They weren't completely just stupid.
It was just so stupid because it was true, and so the jokes were just so good.
Yeah.
Because they were true. It's like, oh, this is fucking retarded.
Yeah. People have definitely. I mean, now Germany suffers. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore.
Germany suffers has been, that's been in the game since the very, very, very beginning.
Germany doesn't even suffer. Its players suffer. Just because they're dumb.
No, Germany suffers has been a thing since the very beginning because the whole reason why they went to the BR system is because the Germans were outperforming the Russians.
Right. Okay. That Dakota's quite on fire. I'm actually pretty surprised of how effective these 8-inch HE shells are at starting fires against those.
Yeah, one of the funny parts was one of the main complaints for changing, having to like switch to the BR system to make it more balanced was that the Focke-Wulfs were too good for what they were, like the early Focke-Wulfs, like the A's. But they had the wrong,
because they used the
they had
rank
the wrong
system.
flight model. And,
Oh yeah, that's a classic Gaijin mistake. Putting the wrong or not updated flight models.
Yeah, like the flight models were just poorly coded, and so they were able to like outturn Spitfires and Zeros and shit, and
Just like back in the war.
Yeah, like because somebody watched too many fucking History Channel documentaries.
Yeah, basically.
And then when they finally realized their mistake about 5 months later, when the second major patch of the BR system came out, all of a sudden the apocalypse was shit, and everybody's like, well, great, can we go back to ranks? And they're like, no. And it's like, well, we all voted against BR to begin with. When you ask the players, why don't we just stick with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the BR versus rank system would play out nowadays, which would be better.
I wish we would come back just because I don't like having to individually research my vehicles. I liked, like, hey, I hit rank 20, now I've got all the rank 20 vehicles. Like, congratulations.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. I remember that.
Congratulations, you're level 100. Now you have all, like, that today would be like, yeah, you're level 100. Now all the level 100s are yours, and any vehicle we add below this rank will be yours instantly as well. That was really nice.
Yeah, but that doesn't bring in the the cash money.
Yeah, the rubles would be significantly less if they decided.
We need some. Here's the thing: if Gaijin went pay to play and they did something like that, it would be really good. Like if you're like, oh, it's, worth under $60, and you can put money into it if you want to progress further, but you really don't have to do that. And it would be like, no one would really complain about the monetary system, but just because it's free to play and they have the monetary system they do now.
You would not have people playing. People are drawn to the fact that they need the next.
That is true.
It's just human behavior. If they got it all and it's there, then okay, I'm not gonna need to play now.
That is
I think
true.
development costs have changed as well. I think you have to have a level of monetization nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
This game's coming up for a decade, so if it was a paid game, look at paid games like Battlefield. They last for 18 months and then they get another one.
Yeah,
I think that's very true. I think for longevity purposes, free to play and then having the monetization system they do now is very, very smart.
Monetization on this game is, I think, is very fair. There's there's thousands of vehicles in the game that you have access to. Premium, you can get 20 quid for like 6 months in the sale.
Yeah, if you spend your money smart.
Like the paid games, yeah, sure, 18 months and you get a new one. That's just because you have, in order to get more money, you have to make a new game.
Yeah.
You don't know. There's plenty of games that.
You don't, but players for some stupid fucking reason are willing to spend thousands of dollars on free-to-play games, literally thousands of dollars, but won't pay $60. And then anytime, if they pay $60 for a one-time purchase on a game, they think, okay, I'm entitled to everything else that you're going to add to the game for free. And that's what ruined. And then you get the microtransaction shit. Because they tried that. EA tried that. Remember with what was one of the Battlefront games, Battlefront 2.
Yeah, but they did the wrong thing. I don't mind monetization when it's skins, when it's cosmetics, but they monetized the player cards that give you abilities and things like that. That adds points to your attack.
Yeah, I think that's pretty silly.
That's what killed that game immediately from the get-go.
Anything that adds.
But you kind of have that here too, don't you? I mean, if you have a naval ship and it costs 3,000 golden eagles to get a level 100 crew, I mean, that is pay to win, isn't it?
No, I think it's a different level of pay to win.
Yeah, I think there are different levels of pay to win in War Thunder for sure.
I mean, there's plenty of Tetris stuff that outclasses premiums. The premiums mainly, they're only big bonuses. They're SL and RP games.
I will say, I think only really in naval is where you see like premiums not being just copy and pastes. Like they're actually better. Because I know the Eugen is better than the Hipper. And I think I think the Southampton's actually better than the Belfast, right?
No, I prefer the Belfast over the Southampton.
Okay.
I think that tanks more.
Well,
yeah, I've seen enemy carriers already too.
I feel it's more of a pay to progress faster.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I think War Thunder now is pay to progress. I think maybe at a time it was more pay to win. Like there was a few premium tanks that were just ridiculous. But like nowadays they don't really add any premiums that are just like I think the most ridiculous premium that they've added in the recent years is like the KA-50. And that's like that only affects a pretty small amount of the population.
No, that's not the most ridiculous one. It's the F5C. That's the most ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I haven't played.
Trash. The F5C, the aircraft is trash. It is trash.
Is he just really good in War Thunder?
No,
I don't have
no.
a problem
In
with
game,
F5,
it is
but-
Oh,
trash.
it's just not good.
It is not a good plane. Yeah, you get a lot of really good pilots flying it every now and then because you know they're like, oh, we have. Let's be honest, a lot of the really good people who play realistic play American jets. They get them early and then they put them away and go play other shit, right? So every time everybody complains about F5Cs, there is either in patch time when a new American jet comes out, and there's a shitload of really good pilots flying the F5C.
I'll tell you why it's good. People, can you just wind down just for a minute, okay? The reason why it's good is it seems to give it a favorable login. So often it comes into, it's a 10.3 or something like that. And it often comes into battles for 9.7s and 9.3s, and it just rules.
That's the thing. Yeah, I like when it comes to like top tier Araby, I've heard there's like a lot more complaints because I haven't played a lot of it. I don't find any of that stuff really too interesting. And it's just I've heard that the most like disparaging thing when it comes to how OP an aircraft is literally just dependent on what it's fighting. Like, because you might not have the best AAMs, but if you have a really solid overall aircraft and you're fighting stuff that isn't, you know, incredible, you might find like the one odd plane that's better than you, or you know has certain characteristics that are going to be much more powerful. I also think I just stole your kill. I'm sorry. But like overall, what matters the most is just if you can get into 9-3 games all the time and you're 10-3 aircraft, that's good at 10-3 and can, you know, perform.
Maybe a third of the time.
That's honestly pretty good. Like, I'll
If you're lucky, I almost never get down tier to my F5. I'll be honest, I almost never get down tier to it. I get down tier all the time in my F8, which is a significantly better plane.
Oh, there you go.
But I almost never get down tiered in the F5. And so I know people who do. Usually when I'm fighting against F5s, they get down tiered, I slaughter them because they're not
The best pilots. Yeah.
The plane is crap. It's slow as shit. It's got terrible AAM. The only thing good about it is that it has a really nice turn rate. And once you understand like how the aircraft turns and how it performs, you can outperform it with almost every other plane within a plus or minus BR.
Here's the thing though, is it's like
So
you
you
gotta
just answered the question, right? Most of people that goes in and are not good pilots turn
Yeah.
fight, and it's perfect for turn fighting.
Yeah, it's like I think the F5C is a good bait plane is what it boils down to, because people are like, oh, this thing's OP, even though it's not really OP. It just has like some good parts to it.
Like that Harrier. When the Harrier came out, everybody was, Harrier OP, the Harrier is trash.
Yeah, see, the thing is like the Harrier.
Well, my stats say differently because my Harrier stats are pretty damn good.
The Harrier is a really good support aircraft. Like, it's a really good support aircraft, and if you pick your fights, it can be really strong.
The only
Yeah,
thing
I think that
I
was
don't
great to
like
that.
is that the GR1 became a 10-0. I don't think
My
it's a
Harrier is
10-0.
also, my Harrier stats are also pretty good too, but because I usually average I usually get 2 kills and then I die instantly. Same with my Yak 38. I get 2 kills and then I die instantly. I just,
Yeah.
because that's what you can do with it. You can fly right into the enemy. You can.
Got
can
some good
fly,
AAMs.
And then that's it. Because once your missiles are done, your ability to continue to fight the enemy is over.
Well, my GR3 stats are good. My AV8C stats are even better. The difference in that is, by the time I came to using the AV8C, I knew how to use the Harrier by that point. So, if I had the same amount of games in that as I did on the GR3, I think the stats would be even significantly better. But that's one of my favourite planes of all time anyway, so I was always going to put a lot of time into that
I just
anyway.
love it when I'm in literally any other plane in the sky and a Harrier tries to turn fight me, and I'm just like.
Well, that's just bad. I mean, there is times when you can. Well, there's times when you have to do stuff like that, but
There is times
you've
when you
still got a lot before you get to that point as well in a Harrier,
The Harriers are fucking quick, man.
and they climb really well.
Yeah, they do. They climb extremely well. I'll be like fighting a Harrier and it's just climbing, and I'm like, all right, you know what? It's all right. I don't need to chase it.
The only time I really get killed by Harriers now is either I'm tunnel visioned on something,
That's
or-
literally what it is.
or like I thought I was high at 25,000 feet, and I get that one Harrier that's like, no, I'm going to space, and then they come down on top of you, and you're like, what the fuck? Where did he come from?
The carrier is right there in A1, by the way.
Yeah, gonna send a float plane over now.
Spot it, yeah. Good
Try to kill
idea.
that PK. I think
Oh, there's a summoner to spawn behind you.
that PK came out in a. Oh, you guys go in the
Stop
carrier?
shooting my float plane.
We're gonna try to. I hope this guy doesn't kill your. Oh, he just kills your float plane.
Okay.
that was rude. He just spawned in, destroys your float plane.
Send a torpedo line at that PK. Let's hope he gets hit. Looks like he's not altering his course at all. Oh, fucking hell.
Launched torpedoes.
I've died 7 times because I'm just over here trying to get the PK out of the spawn. Or out of A.
I'm just having a fun time tonight in this.
I'm gonna kill one thing, that's all, and then I'll have fun. Like, that'll be my fun.
I think the problem is it's just a really trash enemy team that's just sat in that area for most of the game, and
Yeah, they're not really trying to have too many engaging and fun battles, really.
boring.
This guy came out though, he's moving.
Nice.
Said I hope he's dumb enough to keep going in a straight line.
Is that a cargo ship? Oh, it is.
Could well be if it's part of the convoy. Yes, there's a cargo ship down there.
I don't spawn points whatsoever.
Oh boy, to your right. Flex just spawned in. Or mixture, sorry.
Keep going in a straight line. Not at all.
Actually, I think that was good square. I detonated his rear ammo. I don't know how he didn't die.
Yeah, I saw that. He didn't like that.
There he goes. What are the? Is he shooting mortars? What are those?
Yeah, it has sort of, but they only go like a kilometer or something.
Yeah, they're pretty small. There's a Northampton shooting at me, 15 kilometers out.
Oh, spawn behind us. Keep going. There.
They're actually spinning around.
You have to go forward so we can get past these guys.
Yep. We just gotta keep moving. As long as he keeps spawning in a porter. Basically, as long as he doesn't spawn in a summoner, we can just keep ammo racking him. Can you kill that Northampton? I'll worry about these guys spawning
Where is he?
here. Let me mark him again for you. He's pretty close. Here he is. If anyone can hit that guy, that'd be much appreciated. He's completely still right now, so he should be pretty
Oh
still.
yeah, I see him. I see him.
God, I hate this guy.
I think we can actually outrun those torpedoes.
Piece of
Oh,
shit, this guy
hopefully
is.
the American ones probably can.
Killed something!
Nice.
Yes! QP
Oh, nice.
He's gonna love that.
Oh wow, nice. Oh gosh. Well, I hope that PK doesn't spawn in a good spot. Oh wow, that Northampton's really gone
My
down.
suicide charge worth it now. My
Yeah, go down to
suicide charge
19.
earlier.
Nice, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, to my left, to my left.
See it?
Right here, porter.
Just waiting for the guns to spin.
What about the gunship? Right now, naval action is $7.
Naval action.
Yeah, it's on sale for $7, and they just did a huge change to the damage models of the ships. So, you know, I used to talk about how you go into your battles and your battles would last like fucking 2 hours, right? Now they last about 10 minutes.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you think?
I think it's good. It's good for the overall like health of the game. But I think it's bad as far as the problem is they're trying to get more players. Right now they only have like 300 to 500 players on at a time on any given on the one of the 2 different servers.
Oh, behind you.
But you know, in order to get people to play the game, you know, you have to keep your old people happy and your new people happy. New people didn't like playing the game because it was
I mean, he spawned through the
heavily
next
influenced
one.
towards the older players, right?
Right. Yeah.
And the old players are pissed now because they're no longer like all the OP shit that they've been doing for the last fucking 2 or 3 years just
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to go free to play.
Right. Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So I was like, it's worth it. Like for $7, I'd buy the game for $7.
Please die, Porter. Please stop spawning here so
We
much.
think we think the devs are dicks here. Like they made those changes on the official Discord. The dev over there was like, "It's my game, it's my world. Deal with it. We're gonna play it." Like straight up.
That's like the devs of Mordhau. I know that the Mordhau devs are like pretty toxic.
Too, right? Aren't they? The Mordhau guys.
I
Oh,
actually
got the
don't know.
porter with torpedo. Now there's torpedoes coming just after me, so watch out. Oh, new ship behind us.
Yeah. What? A crunch that?
There is a bloody
Oh, this
concept.
isn't fair. Can you ammo rack
Spawn
him?
behind you?
Oh my god.
That-
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Kronstadt is going to die. It doesn't have good AA, does it?
No. Well, it's
yeah.
decent. I don't know. If it hits, it's good. But if it doesn't hit, it's not that good. I'm torpedoing him.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to hold this altitude and gain speed and go get a drink and hopefully.
I'm trying to just destroy his gun barrels, basically.
I was gonna go bomb PK after he respawns.
Okay, both of his front guns are dead. I will keep disabling his guns if you can just keep doing damage to him.
You can keep all of his AAs forever dead, then I'll come in and.
I'm not gonna be able to because they're armored, so it's gonna be rough.
God, you're so far away. Damn it, Arado, why are you so slow? Why can't you be like F4 fast?
I'm gonna focus on the summoner that just spawned in. This Kronstadt's not looking too healthy.
No, I think we somewhat disabled him.
I use my small bombs on him.
I'm gonna turn around and try and hit him with some more torpedoes.
Actually, if y'all got that, I'll just use my bombs on something like a PK or something.
There's not much I can do here.
Oh god, that SB2C. It's at 13% crew. Not too happy in the chat.
Down to 11%.
I think he's gonna. Oh no, I'll shot you.
Oh, I'm down to 4% from the system. Good.
I am gonna try and just kill as much crew as I can.
Down.
Oh, that's not even the guy who's being rude.
Damn, I think I missed. I think I missed on that PK. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, I definitely missed. Just a little short.
Right. Again. Oh, I found him. Okay.
Kronstadt is at 9% crew, so.
Yeah. Staring in guns on him.
I'll spawn up there with you again. Can move back to E. After we kill that Kronstadt, if he doesn't respawn, we should focus on that carrier.
Well, that was kind of why we were sailing in that general direction.
Yeah. Well, it was when the Kronstadt spawned in a kilometer behind us. It was a little, you know, put a damper in our plans.
It did change our priorities somewhat.
Yeah.
Mother of all things, of course I got the reload bug. Ah.
Oh, that's horrible.
I called you guys spawn campers.
No, not the Kronstadt wasn't even the guy who called us spawn campers. I don't really know who that was. Or maybe if he was even talking to us. We were near their spawn, but like.
Their guys are all spawn camp. Oh shit! There are trees literally on the runway on this fucking airfield. Like literally, like the concrete dead ends into a tree.
We need to freaking sort out this reload bug.
Yeah, it's
That
really
is
annoying.
beyond annoying.
Because it's like, how many times do you actually remember to spawn in your destroyer and then J out?
Yeah.
Never.
Also, apparently you can if you modify your how many shells you take of different things, that also fixes it.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. All we gotta do is 1% crew damage to this goddamn Kronstadt. Hitting him with HE, this is not doing anything.
Oh, oh. Some more points.
There we go.
Nice.
Our base is destroyed, but we can still
Sumner. Oh, their spawn just oh no, it didn't. Was not showing up on my mini-map.
Just lose our carrier.
Sure did.
Yeah, that's the thing about that.
Oh, nice shot.
That's right. There's trees there. I got an angle off the edge of the runway. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not gonna hit the trees. But yeah, they're right there.
Just making sure that you're paying attention.
Yeah, I just took a screenshot. I'll post it here in a second. Like it's like hi trees.
Okay, what's hitting me now?
Yeah, while I'm climbing, I'll go ahead and find my screenshots.
Alright, I'm starting to shoot the carrier. Don't think that Kronstadt is respawning, which is good.
That is good news. Looks like I got a Prince Orion shooting at me, potentially. There's also some battleships further afield.
There you go. Take a look at that.
Yep. That's actually really funny. They're just like a little clump of trees right at the end. Better hope that you're not taking off on the fucking right side of the airfield.
I had to angle off to the side just not to hit him. And when you try to land, like they're right there, so you have to like wiggle around them.
Oh no, something's shooting at me. I don't know if that's the guy shooting at me. I just have my J key bound to. Oh, it's this guy. Okay.
Yeah, something down there is shooting.
Looks like a Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
Cleveland seem to hit incredibly hard at the moment. I don't know if there's an issue or something with its AP ammunition or whatever. That does that it's extra spicy. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm losing
Those super
buoyancy
heavy
big
rounds
time.
should hit extra spicy as long as they're coming through the deck.
Do aircraft carriers even have a lot of armor, or is it just the like literally having like a paved thing on top of it?
No, they have a shit ton of deck armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was that PK?
Well, he was down at F. Where?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. He's right. Let's see if I can get. Oh, I can't.
He's been there the entire game, and he's completely
Yep.
ruined the game, and I'm about to back out.
Their entire team is attacking A at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just sailing to E and hoping that this PK doesn't kill me.
I'll
Basically.
spawn down and there and just defend with a Scharnhorst for the
E, you'll be
last
fine.
place.
There's no. The PK is over by A. Like he's advancing on A.
No, he's actually moving up.
Yeah, they've
I
all
see this
they've all
Dakota.
been moving up. That's how I torpedoed him because he attacked A, and I got him with a torque wall.
Okay, nice.
All of their battleships are advancing at the moment.
Alright, well, I'm gonna sail over to E, and then I'm gonna just pester their cruisers. Oh, that's an Eugen.
Yeah, there's an Eugen over here too.
Oh, well, I just got shot by a PK, considering that, I just lost half my crew in a single salvo, and, I'm sinking really fast.
I think you'll need support down here at A at some point.
Oh god, I think I'm gonna die. Yep. I saw that happen. I have no idea. Alright, it's Lancaster time. Fuck these guys.
Like you saw that, I was like,
I literally saw you suicide bomb straight into his turret and it didn't
like I have to make the play, and then no.
Oh, there's they're at sea actually. There's something near sea. Yeah, it's Northampton at sea. Someone needs to spawn in there and kill it. There's two things there actually.
It's feeling the pain. Like I hit it good, but
Actually, here I'll spawn at sea whenever I bomb this guy. I have two 4,000-pound bombs, which means 2 dead battleships. So I don't want to kill that Dakota because the Dakota's pretty easy to kill. If there's another Russian BB up though.
Definitely a PK that's respawned.
Yeah, I'll kill that PK since your Rado somehow didn't kill it.
yeah, that guy, great. I'd love it. I'd love to watch him just fall into the oblivion. You know what's really shitty? It's the second time that I hit him with bombs. I hit him on the first run, and he survived. I hit him in the second run, and he survived.
Wow. Are you using the 500s or the 1000s?
1,000.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that 1,000 should have just obliterated.
Yeah. I would think that as well, but Russian bias. Well, is that closest ship, the Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a torp wall on him.
Okay, I see the PK. Behind the Eugen.
He wasn't looking too good. Like it hurt him. It didn't do.
Well,
the,
do you think you guys are gonna be able to just kill him? Like, is he probably
I'm
at
out
like?
of torpedoes. I dumped everything I had on the.
Well, if you can get a
The
crew count on
Northampton
that
is
PK.
basically down to 30%. He's not really a threat anymore.
Okay.
29. So don't worry about him.
Yeah, get that PK. Go ahead and murder it here. Oh shit! Yeah, the North Dakota just murdered me.
I see him. Yeah, they're capping C. God damn it. I did say this would happen. They'd eventually get C, and then it's just gonna be DNA. This is how this map literally always goes, though. It's kind of annoying.
North side wins because nobody else can fucking do anything about it.
Man, they have so many guys coming from F. Like, it's actually insane.
Oh. Oh, okay. I think somebody else just splashed.
We just
on
had
us.
an AI Nepal kill a Helena. That's interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop one bomb on the PK and then the other one on this again. That's camping here.
He's turning hard. That looks like dodging torpedoes turning right there.
There's the PK right there.
It's looking quite dangerous. Hopefully this Eugen doesn't kill me with his very balanced AA.
Okay, PK's down to 18.
Broken.
18? Alright, I'm not gonna use a bomb on them then.
We had that one or two golden patches where AA wasn't ridiculous, right? And then they were like, no, now we're gonna have laser beams coming out of the ships. Because
Yeah.
everyone cried about Cass. Airplanes are too powerful.
How? I don't understand how that didn't kill him.
You hit him too? The bomb?
I didn't hit, no, it was the Eugen. I didn't hit him directly, but I hit like right next to his ammo, and I just destroyed all of his compartments instead of destroying his ammo. He's at 30% though, so. That PK you should be able to just kill with HE, to be honest with you. Just HE, it's 37 millimeters, and it'll run out of crew.
I'll get to it once I finish killing this North Dakota that's in our spawn.
Just gonna kill this Eugen, fuck it. Oh god. Oh, I hope that hits. My plane hit the bomb and it fucking got knocked wonky. Yeah, wasn't able to kill him. Alright, I'm gonna spawn down in Echo 2 and just go try and cap C again. They have, okay, so they have a New Orleans at C. And I think it's an Emden.
Oh. Built by Prince Oregon.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
What?
We have destroyed the enemy's base. Now, victory will
How did that happen?
You shot it a long time ago.
I did shoot it a long time ago. I guess it just doesn't repair.
At least thing.
At least their carrier's dead.
I have died like 30 times. Not that many, but I think close to 15.
13 deaths, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the destroyer lifestyle.
You can't do anything. It's just like spawn and die, spawn and die,
Spawn
and
die?
die.
Well, if you want to come spawn die at C. Help me attack.
To keep them from advancing to our southern point down here, on this side.
Wow, we're really despaired on tickets. I don't even feel like we were really losing that many people. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just because they capped C.
Depends how good organization skills are in between
I
everyone.
died twice though. We've lost a lot of people. The most that anybody's died on their team is 9, and other than that, it's 4.
Oh, they have one guy with 13.
Oh, he's out.
As
yeah.
long as I get some
That-
research point towards that Bayern, I'm quite happy.
No, I mean, I guess, yeah. As long as I'm getting good RP.
Require a target-rich environment.
I love having to wait 32 seconds for my control to come back to my ship every single time it goes out. I'm getting shot by like an Emden and it's just literally doing no damage but taking out my bridge control. Classic British ships. I have a bad feeling as soon as I kill this guy, he's gonna spawn in like a fucking Scharnhorst and just destroy me on sea. Oh, our carrier spawned down here, if you guys can help defend it. Down by this cap near C.
Yeah,
Or
but
as
they're
one point.
exposed.
Still just have this Emden in New Orleans. The New Orleans does not care about me at all. Okay, more guys are starting to spawn down here. I got a Valet or some Omaha class.
Thank you.
Let's focus on that PK that they spawned in.
Engine destroyed. We're sinking.
AW was talking about how the London's a good EC ship, and I completely agree with him. This is a pretty good EC ship. You just don't have enough time for these 8-inch guns to really do too much in normal games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way about like the Trento, the Italian ships. They're really good in EC because like yeah, you reload shit, but in normal games, that matters. But with the ranges we're fighting right here, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Gives you time to actually range your shots. I think honestly, out of all the heavy cruisers I've played, I think I'm enjoying the London the most. It's just got really solid rounds for, I don't know, they just do damage. Start fires, destroy compartments, they're good. And the survivability is not horrible despite it not having incredible armor. You just gotta not repair your AA, really.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy respawned in another Emden. I got. There isn't anything too scary down here. That New Orleans headed to D more than anything. So we could possibly attack C and cap it.
I'm trying to defend A here, so they continue. With
Yeah,
A.
I mean, trust me, it's not looking too great. Defend A best you can, because they got a lot of scary ships coming towards it. Oh, that is if they just keep respawning and going there.
Looks like they've decided to revert to their old tactic.
The old sit and spawn strat.
Don't wait us out now. They tried and lost 3 PKs. I think that was good enough for them.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's like, it's so hard to attack points where people are spawning at in this map. Because you can just
Well,
hide
any
behind
map
all
is-
the little
is-
inlets, especially near A and F. Like, at C is nice because you can't really hide anywhere. But there you can just sit in your spawn, sit in the little, you know, edges in the mountains. It's like,
Somebody's in a Douglas. Somebody just popped off a shot out of for the Douglas. Where'd that thing go? Where you hiding at, Douglas?
I love, honestly, the Douglas is just cool because of how, like, you can really see the missile. And it's like, oh, it's a Douglas.
I saw that thing. I was like, where'd you go? I think he Jade out like the moment he popped off. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's literally firing the missile and then disappearing. Is he firing the missile, Jane out, and then respawning?
No, because I think you refill on friendly bases, so you should be like torpedoes.
Yeah, no, he's literally firing the missile, Jane out, and then respawning.
Is he jaying out, or is he just disappearing?
It's probably because it's a
that's
gold
weird.
ship. It probably costs very little cost to respawn.
Yeah, and it's also a premium as well.
Bitch, you missed!
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a crunch stat. Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted, but
I literally watched him fire 2 missiles, disappear when I fired a shot at him, he disappeared, and then popped back up and fired 2 more missiles. Like in the same spot. That's what he's doing, he's just Jaying out, firing the missiles. Like, and then Jaying out, and firing the missiles.
oh, more tickets for us.
Smash plays in this game, honestly.
Out of those 2 crunch
I
stats,
just had an
no, it's none of
F2G
them.
just bombing on me.
Alright, I've got. This is just fucking horrible. I've got a Cleveland, an Emden, and a Kronstadt coming out of C right now, headed towards D. They're gonna wrap around our back and hit us from both sides.
Probably.
But maybe it's.
Well, this PK is very lucky I'm not in my Kronstadt, because I would have killed him a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, the PK is honestly so easy to kill with the HE from the Kronstadt, because you can just fucking do so much crew damage. It's just insane. Because it's like, it's weird, because the HE, not only does it destroy like the top layer of, you know,
Oh, it
AA
kills
guns and all that
everything.
stuff, but it also does like really good compartment damage to like where all the crew is on the PK. I don't know if it changed recently or like what, but it feels like the PK is a lot easier to kill the crew in. Like, even if you don't repair the guns, just because the crew compartments. I don't know though, it might just be PC though.
It's definitely easier to kill since the patch, for sure.
And then they made the Kronstadt the fucking tankiest thing in the goddamn game. as
Yeah,
long as you
I know, right?
bow in.
How did that work out?
And it's like, the Kronstadt as well, it's tanky, and it's very susceptible to surviving ammo racks. Like, if you ammo rack its front guns, I'd say like 90% of the time it's gonna be perfectly fine. Like, very rarely do you ammo detonate a... Like, I think the only time I've ammo detonated a Kronstadt was with a torpedo. Not main guns. Or if I have ammo detonated them, it's with multiple salvos. multiple detonations. I don't know. That thing is just ridiculous.
I see that
You guys
guy.
got a squad of 4?
Yes, we do.
You can take my place if you want. I can't be bothered to spawn.
This is
How it works.
How old is the match?
That's too old
hour 30. Yeah.
You winning?
No, we're suffering on Malta, on the southern side.
I'm gonna go get some food when this one's done. There's an extra open slot.
Is there anybody sticking around?
We'll see. We'll see
Maybe
how
I'll
we're
just
doing by the end of this.
I'll start a match.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that this one's going to end for another hour and a half. I think we're gonna go through the full time.
No.
Oh, it's just a grind. Well, it says I'm joining game session. Maybe. No, I'm in Dover.
You think the game's gonna end before that?
I am fucked. That Cleveland's gonna tear me apart.
Oh well, wait until you fight the Kronstadt. Because there's one down there as well. Oh, I got reload bug. Fuck.
Like my Scharnhorst against so many battleships that go down there at the moment.
Down by D? Or C?
In the middle, the usual space.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I know that they have the one Kronstadt down at sea and then a few cruisers. But they're like, they're not very dangerous cruisers.
There's a Cleveland over here that's killing the shit out of me. There's another Cleveland that looks like trying to run the corner.
Okay, they're here at D. If you respawn at D, because yeah, you just got biased. They are here. There's the New Orleans shooting at
Finally
artillery.
shot at me, but no, what killed me was definitely not him. Like, that thing claimed its kill, but the Cleveland just killed the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Kill stolen again. Oh, wow, you really spawned out in
That's the Baltimore.
the Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, thought it was a New Orleans this entire time.
Oh god.
It's silly, I guess.
Baltimore. Oh, buoyancy critical because it's got the ammo rack as soon as I spawn. It's going backwards.
I am returning the favor, or at least attempting to.
Right. When my ship goes down, I'm just gonna leave this match here. I think. You
Gonna play another?
I don't know. Just gonna make sure I do my dailies and stuff. I'll probably do random stuff instead of this long, bit long. Do more easy. 5 fences and 500 or something. Bit more
Engine destroyed.
Beans and 3-7.
Baltimore's hurting.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
What did I spell?
Yeah, please, somebody just bomb that Baltimore with their little tiny boat. Or is that a little enemy plane? That's a little enemy plane.
It's an enemy plane, though.
Trying to smoke up for himself?
Oh, we have a PBM. That's what he's shooting at. Yeah, our team's looking pretty sad. Majority of our guys have already left.
I've just left as well.
All right, Baltimore's at 2%. I don't blame you. After I die in this London, I'm gonna be done as well. There's an Omaha class right here. I'll try and kill this Baltimore before he can kill you. Ah, he's just gonna sink.
Yes! Got him down to 1%. Yes,
I got a task second time to destroy players using a blue water ship, so that's 5.0s for me, I think. Anybody want to play that? Don't blame me if you don't.
I could do one.
Sure.
that crunch stunt is shelling me now. I'm surviving it better in the destroyer than I was.
Right, Green, let's just jump down to Navy Squad 1. We'll do it from there. New invite. It's annoying that these Cape Rule sync don't work for EC. So otherwise I've easily had it already.
Yeah. It's. I don't see why it shouldn't. It's silly because it's not like you can. Once you're in the EC, you could be in there for 2 hours, so it's not like you're boosting through this challenge really quickly anyway.
No, exactly.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long.
What did you say you have to do?
Kill stuff in blue water ships, so I'll probably actually take the Moffat and go to sea.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
I'm going to bring the Dido out. That's a 5-7, I think we're in. Yeah, a lot of Helleners and there's a Spey.
Not do what I did with the last one. I had to do a match where I had to get 27 cables. So I kind of just see at C here. I just went down to C10, that kind of area. Just like shooting them from distance. They work really well.
Shut up.
Quite nice after easy to go into a battle where things are a bit more close.
Yeah, I just never got a grip on that game at all.
No, sometimes you get into them and sometimes you don't, and it really depends how quickly you get into your battleships and if you got enough spawn
I
points.
never got anywhere near it. I just lost interest quickly and then I started editing photos, so just sailing to an objective then. Yeah, it wasn't great.
No, that's understandable.
I've got a nice 4-7 lineup I want to start using soon as well with the Japanese. Now I've got the Yubari. Give that a try. How you doing over at sea?
You're doing okay at sea, having a few more coming in, but I think
Should we bring that in or go towards B? I don't know if going towards B is going to be
goes towards
Hey,
B.
in this cruiser. I'll give it a try. I just got my photos running on a screensaver just to check them out, but I've edited, they look good. My god, there's some terrible photos I've taken as well.
It's alright, you just have to have a few good ones in here, if you are.
Yeah, the good ones I've done, they are nice. They're very nice. And the bad ones I've just deleted, so that's fine. Got a few more to do before bed, and a few more to do when I get back from the gym tomorrow.
Belfast. Just came in.
Well, I'm heading towards B now. I'm committed into the channel. I think there's something out there.
Being a plane, I can tell you. So,
Oh yeah, I
got a
see.
ship right there that's coming in.
Yeah, it's a Kirch.
And you also have another ship right there. Can you see that one? Small one.
No, I don't see the small one yet. Just see
So he will be
the,
on your right as you're coming in. You go, if you turn hard left, he'll be on your right. You'll start hitting the...
Yeah, I see now. Don't know if I'm gonna have line of sight because I'm too close to this island, but just turn a bit more.
I can take him out with some bombs.
Hit him.
Yeah, it should hit.
Nice, got an assist on him.
I think he ever saw that one coming.
It's not easy to bring a dino into these islands.
Hmm. It's not the easiest waters to navigate the light cruiser.
No, but I'm getting there and I should have a decent view of me in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
In 1 minute. So unless anything gets right behind me, I should be able to hold this. Oh, we've got a plane up. And he's on his way towards me. Damn it.
Just about to land.
I hit by the bombs.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Wow, this guy can put up smoke and shoot through islands. Fantastic.
Well,
That's premium power for you. I think that Kirch is a premium, right? Yeah, he's still doing it. He's shooting through islands. Well,
something on C.
wow, look at the scoreboard. That's just disgusting.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
You need me to
6
try and
Mafia
bomb that
players.
ship you are fighting, or how's it going?
You can, if you can get it. Yeah, I'm low anyway because of that
Alright.
P45 nuked me. P47 nuked me, but he's on about 55.
Let's see what I
It
can
just
do.
protect me that way.
Oh, premium. Took me out. Getting close enough. I'll go take a Davies to see.
Gunners,
Yeah. The joy of having.
All racked him. That was a nice shot in the end.
Attack the enemy.
Okay, so B's covered for the time being. I'm only on 10%, but I
Flippin'
can
heck.
hold it here.
There's a hipper coming in too. This
Oh,
is
no.
a bit tough in the old destroyer department there.
Hopefully we'll cap A in a moment. But we've lost half the team because they're all bloody Moffats. Just in. Entirely short just hit me.
Well, yeah, not a lot I can do. I've got a hip on the one side and Belfast on the other.
Hmm. Don't know. I'm just losing a bit of interest again in the Navy. Just look at this Moffat spawn here.
Gunners are
Of
searching
one life and gone.
Oh, they all do that. Yeah, yeah.
Just what's the point? What
And
is the point?
Helena as well, right? It's literally just in and then just out. But you see that on the other side as well. Look at the other side. Those four
Yeah.
that died there, just one spawn in, right, and then they're gone.
It just ruins the game. It just ruins the game completely.
I think people just do it to earn silver lions, you know, because the repair cost is so low. They just spawn in, shoot what they can, and then they die. They just go out and do it again, and they just get more money that way. I think it's a simple economics thing rather than if you win or lose the battle.
Don't see how you can get anything from scoring 67 points.
Well, in fairness, there's four. Yeah, say there's four of those Muppets there. There's like they've done nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's not playing the game. That's going into another room and eating your dinner. And letting,
Yeah, it gotta be right.
because even the worst naval player can't be that bad.
No, this is just like spawning in and sailing the ship's sail itself. That's what happened.
Losing B.
I just think that the silver lions gain that people get and so on is gotta be so little that what's the point?
I can't see a point. I really.
Yeah, but there must be one, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't go to the trouble of spawning in.
I'm not. Give up. There's no way we can pull this back in here with 5 ships versus double that. You're just wasting us out by this point now. Pathetic. But the 4 people that left on their side have only just left. When you mentioned it, they left about 30 seconds before that. The Moffats and the Helena on our side left very early. There's no way anybody's controlling that either. That the amount of damage they've done, the amount of score they've got. Maybe the Helena guy was playing. But the 6 Moffats, nah, not a chance. That's on point forward and AI guns. And then
Gotta be right.
and they've gone into another room to watch Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know. That's just pathetic. That ruins games. But it's a big chunk of naval as well. If you're going into a 5057 premium, you know you're pulling in anything from 47 to 67 technically, depending on it's a big.
And here's your issue with the 6-7 lineup, you see, because you get pulled into all these Moffat games and whatnot, right? But you're in the 4-7. So you don't, you're a little bit outgunned to start off with, right? I mean, you buy premium, but also think about especially the British ones. I got a complete line of British 5-7 gold ships, but they're not really worth the play. Because you're always going to bang yourself ahead against the 5-0s.
Yeah.
The only thing you're sort of guaranteed is you probably won't, hit top tier battleship, right?
Must be something they can do about this.
It's a question if they want to.
It's ruining the game. It's making me not want to play naval. I'd rather go and play an air match because at least I know the worst thing that can happen in an air match is one person leaves or one person team kills. At least we'll have a decent match by the end.
They're less likely to jump out. That's true.
Well, you've got one life in air anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In air RB. But in this,
when you can't. Well, I mean, you can't really go AFK in air. Yes, you can.
yeah, you can't. No, you can't. You just fly a straight line. You can't. Yeah, there's no AI. I mean, you could have AI bombers, but pilots, gunners. Sorry, but they're not going to do much because you have to be so close to the plane now before your AI gunner kicks in. You may as well control that yourself.
I reckon it's the penalty for death is so low.
No, there's no penalty really. A few minutes, but if you're not even playing the game, you come back and.
But I guess on average, you're going to win half of them just because there's so many of them,
Still don't see how I mean, if they're doing this over the course of a day, like say for instance, if let me just click on, say, this guy here, Ivan. Service record, Moffat. He's got 571 games. 571 games in his Moffat, yeah? That Moffat should be a Silverline printer. 571 games played, 268k Silverline, it's RP earned. That doesn't feel right to me.
No.
In 571 games, he's lost 517 ships and he's killed 115. He hasn't played much at all. In my eyes, that's probably him playing. That's probably him playing, say, 100 of them games, and then the other 500 games almost, he's just left it on to the grind. That's what I'm looking at his stats now. And if I look at somebody else's, his Moffat, 2,200 games, nearly 2,300 games played, 578 kills. I'm sorry, a Moffat does a lot. You can get an average of a couple of kills a game in a Moffat usually. Especially if you played over 2k games in a Moffat, you should be able to play that game. That's people keeping it. Just based on this, what I'm looking at the stats, just going Sherlock on it. That's them telling me that you're not playing the game. You're letting the AI play the game. Yeah, that's just looking at two of them guys there. This guy again, Muffet, 379 games played, 77 kills, 160k RP earned. Yeah, these aren't players.
No, I don't think they are. Don't think they are. Okay, what do you want to do next?
I don't know. That's put me off a little bit there. I'm concerned about going into another game like that. Even if I was on the opposite side, it would just there's no targets to shoot. Either way, you don't really get much out of it. Don't know what. It feels like you're going to be pulled in either way.
Do a top tier one if you want. The other thing I have to do is destroy enemy bombers. Do you want to play some novels?
Well, I haven't been in a novel for a long time. Give it a go.
All right, let's do that.
It has been a long time. In fact, I put the novel now in a completely new crew slot. It's on a crew slot of 1. The novel actually never got a new skin. Did you pick up the Wyvern skin?
No.
It's very cheap. I got it for like 15 or 20. 0.20. It's nice. Not that much different, but it just looks like the squadron leader Wyvern when you spawn in with all the other Wyverns.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. Yeah, shame that is. That is a shame on that. I don't understand why it can't be addressed.
But I think that's why some people like playing EC now, because at least there you don't get the one spawners.
Yeah, that is good. That is good, but I don't mind the grind on this game. Like, I don't mind scoring 4,000 RP towards something that's like an F4, and knowing it's going to take me, I don't know, 100 games or whatever to get it. Because I enjoy, like at the moment, I'm flying the Fokker Wolf quite a lot. It's a 4.3, 190 A4. I'm getting a lot of kills, and I'm only getting 4,000 to 6,000 RP towards whatever MiG I'm researching right now. I don't mind. I enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Same with when Naval's not overrun by bots like that. I like a good challenging game. Tanks is fine as well. I'm happy. I'd rather a game of 4-7, 5-7, 6-7, whatever, and just make a little bit towards that next tier or whatever. Just play the damn game. Maybe I'm just old school.
Before the new battleships, I was sort of making slow progress towards getting the Challenger 2 tanks. I've got the Challengers and it's starting to work. So there's a Challenger that's a 10.0 and there's another one that's a 9.7. I think it's Challenger Mark II and Mark III actually, thinking of it. And they were quite hard in the start, but they're becoming a little bit better now. I've got a few modules on them. And I'm starting to sort of enjoy doing a little bit on them, without. Because I thought, well, I can't like to have the British top tanks if I could. I got all the planes, so it'll be a thing to do. And I think I just have to think, well, I'm never really going to do anything with some of the Chinese tech tree. Or at least I can't see me doing much with the Chinese tech tree. And I'm not really interested in the Israeli one either.
I am not in terms of ground, but certainly I wouldn't mind some of the later air. But at the same time, I'm in no rush.
I just know what a grind it would be, and I just like, no, just kind of limiting myself to a few nations, you know? Because otherwise it becomes this complete drain on you, must get it all type thing.
Yeah, I agree. I've kind of made my own little. Hold on, sorry. I've kind of made my own little game of this anyway, my own little gameplay loop, where I'm trying to get decent stats with my favorite vehicles. It's a bit weird, but
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
so
Some people just play the same plane over and over again. That's all they do. They just go into war and they play that. So they know all the planes that likely they're going to meet, right? This means they know the tactics for each on every one of them.
It certainly feels like that now. That Pyromerskis took a little bit of time for me to understand how to use that effectively. And it's definitely made me a better player using 109s as well. It flies quite similar to a 109. I have so much fun killing Yak players without even firing a shot now. I've learned how to deal with them. That Lincoln's pretty high. I don't know if we're going to catch that.
I know, just looking at it.
Can you tell me what altitude that is in the chat? Yeah, I'm at 5,000 meters. I'm going to lose my speed before I even get up there.
It's turning slightly, ever so slightly.
Yeah, he's going back. What we got? A couple of Japanese down there, some sea fires. Don't see them often.
F-82 is having a good go at him.
Chipping away at him, you're getting a couple of hits.
F-82 with the gun pods underneath it, it's very good.
Still a plane I've never really used. Did you pick up that 109Z, the twin?
No.
Nah, I just wondered if anybody else did pick up that in the end. And 1K below me, and there's a sea fire that I really want, but I'm a bit concerned about the N1K.
You got the, yeah.
I think in turn, if I remember rightly. Yeah.
Want this Lincoln?
Oh, got him, but he crashed into me. Damn it. Oh well. There's only 4 left, and 2 of them are bombers. I think out of everybody, that was the bigger threat. There's ones. Did they kill the Zero? Oh, hold on.
How the hell did the 38 get there? Never mind. Oh, did you die? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I died. But got the kill and died as his burning carcass went into me. Let me just double check what there's left. No. Back.
Only 2 left.
So what is it? Is it the Lincoln? No, the Lincoln's gone, so it's probably a 1.6 tons. It's probably a JU-288. Well, okay,
Good.
returns to
That's
hangar
good.
then.
So I'll put a blind hunt on. I see it. Nothing flashing on the map. Oh, there's something over there. There, A7M. Oh man, he's up high.
That's that Japanese that Japanese premium, the 501.
Affirmative.
I do need to go. Ah, see a JU288, 188 down there.
Oh, it's a 188, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him.
Easy pickings.
Pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh, 188 just jet out.
No.
Crashed, one of the two. I think we all saw all these parachutes. Seen more and more people that just chase out or escape the game. It's like, I don't get it.
See, I don't know. Like I said, before I said like a bit old school with this, but I care about my stats. I know I shouldn't because it's just stats. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. But I would rather lose a match but get back to the airfield and J out after repairing and rearming, and
Yeah.
know that that plane survived.
I respect
lost
that
the
if
battle.
people, I've seen that a couple of times, people go back to the airfield and they're the last one, and it doesn't make sense to spawn in.
There's no point if the odds are ridiculous. If it's to me, if it's more than a 3 versus 1, I'll still take a 3 versus 1 in a fighter. I feel like I can still do it. But anything more than that, I'll think I'd rather survive. You know, the battle's lost, but the war can still be won later on. And so I'll just go back to the airfield, and that plane survives, and that goes on my service record as a game lost, but no death extra added. So that's just my weird mindset in this game. Do you want to do another Narval?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe I would try that F82 because it's a long time since I played him.
And that's, what's that then? Is that 5?
I don't know what. I thought it was a 5.0.
5.3. It's 5.3.
Yeah, it's not too
So
different.
hold on, let me just have a look at this. Oh god, I must have played.
You have it?
I've got it. Let me just have a look where it is in my aviation vehicle. What is it? F50, FF, F82. Oh, I don't even think I've never played it in realistic. Oh, there's a skin as well. 1 second.
And that was interesting.
Hold on. Let me just see if I can buy that. I've only got like 1.6. Oh, I could. That's a sexy skin.
Well,
I might put a
look
buy
at
order in
that.
for that.
Let's have a look at that.
I put a buy order in for that.
So that'd be US normal.
Oh, there's the 2 skins. Hold on.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they're both not too bad. Prefer the second one of the 2. It's crude. It's all ready.
Oh, the black one?
Yeah, I'm just putting a buy order for 50.50. Guide your notes on that one.
That looks quite nice, actually.
It does, doesn't it? The other one's okay, but compared to the black number, that's like a skin to be feared. You know, somebody sees that and think like the Black Knight or something.
Yeah, that one is good too with the red. Quite like that.
Not bad.
But I think I prefer the black one. Okay. Let's look at the marketplace. Be kind and do 50 as well, so I don't overbid you.
Hopefully we'll get a sail each. There.
Okay, we'll see if something pop up. I quite like that one. That could be fun, right? Okay, so we're gonna fly this bad boy, right?
So I've got nothing. I've got one modification. I've got the fuselage repair on that. I must have played it. I must have played it in AB, like whenever I last played AB, it was like 2015. If it was even well, it would have been in the game back then, I guess. But I've got no record of this plane in RB. So
So you get this thing underneath with extra gun pods.
is that modification?
That's a modification.
Right. So at the moment, I'm only firing. Well, not as much.
You have pretty pretty good amount of fire anyway, but that extra one is quite
just
potent.
That's the laser beams attachment, is it?
Mm.
I just see the stream of red when watching some of these planes in action. Just going to edit this other photo while I climb. I've got so much to do this week with the article. I want to try and get it done in about 7 days. Get it 45 minutes fuel, or do you go with 35?
Minimum 32.
35 is fine. Oh, I haven't got the option for that. And we just climb. A weird looking plane, isn't it?
Mm.
So how did this work? Did one pilot have more control over the plane and then the other one was just there to...
It kind of also be dual control, right? So one can take over, the other one is having a map or nap or reading the
Right.
map or something like that.
Yeah. Good evening, fellas.
Good evening.
What you guys doing?
We're playing various planes at the moment.
Yeah.
Mumby and F-82s.
Why are you guys always doing such boring stuff?
Well, we did play EC early on. That got a
And
bit
that
boring.
was boring.
Yeah, it got a bit boring.
War Thunder is boring. Yes, indeed.
No, I'm going to disagree. I like War Thunder.
Attack the D point.
What's your feeling about the new Russian ship? Enjoy it?
Oh, it's really the only one to play. I mean, I'm playing the Scharnhorst a little bit just so I can get some research done on the Bayern. But I'm not going to really play the Bayern because that's terrible. So, well, I don't think it's terrible, but it's not really.
Hardly touch Russian Navy. I think it's my least. I think it's the lowest one in my all my tech trees is Russian.
The Kronstadt is like, you go into that and kill things left, right, and center. Really do.
Compared to the Congo? The
Way, way better than the Congo.
Really? Didn't thought so. Okay, nice. I just don't find a motivation to play War Thunder alone. That's why I joined here and asked.
Well, the Kronstadt is definitely worth getting, and then don't look back.
I got it, but as I said, I moved to a new house, blah blah blah. Don't have so much time to play anymore.
Attacking!
And if you guys don't play, then I don't instruct you anymore. Okay.
I think that F2G might be taking that.
I think so. You got I think we've got the higher ground at the moment by one plane, and it is a short game. It's a small game as well. There's only 7 aside in this one.
Enjoy. See you later.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
Cheers.
Careful on that tail gun. Nice.
He did
Oh,
get me, but that's all right.
do you know if there's like a speed where your wings can rip?
I don't think it's too bad.
HU 177 up there. Them two fuckwalls are diving just the 109 up here. It's 1 for 1 right now.
Oh.
His fire goes out, I'm opening fire. But I think he's burning. He's gone.
Need cover!
Get rid of this 109. Oh, you son of a... Jesus.
He got you.
Yeah, I'm not very sure about that plane for now. I think I'm gonna cancel that buy order. I don't fly that much.
But remember, you haven't really got any mods on it
I've
yet.
got nothing for it. Yeah, it's. I haven't played my premiums yet. My new premiums.
We'll go back to the novel.
What time is it now? I'll do one more novel, yeah, and then
All right,
I think
let's do one more novel.
I'll probably call it. Did we win that one or we lost that one? We won that one. Nice. Ready. Novel will be nice when we get French Navy. Ah, this map. Right, okay. Seen squads obliterated very quickly at the start of this map. So tight. So a good place to go is turn off to your left
Attention to the designated
and just go dead ahead. And if you look around about there on the map,
designated grid square.
somewhere in F7,
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot of our planes will head off to the right straight away and go for the objectives area. But you'll have a contingent usually from the other airfield just across there that will flank right behind them. So I always like to go off this side, get a little bit of height to make sure they can't get me, and then pick off a few on the way. See him in the moment about. Here we go, there we are. Forgot his air brakes. Alright, 2 F2Gs coming in. Shadow on my side. Witwart on yours.
They're gonna go for white. He's shooting you.
Good kill. Yeah, I'm gonna go and try and hit the back of this guy. He's focused on me, so don't know if he's switched to, yeah, he switched to you now. Keep pulling it around that way. I'm on his 6. He's bugged out. Nicely done. Now we have the higher ground again. I'm gonna keep an eye on him, see what he does. Maybe, or... yeah, he's turning. No.
Got a crit on.
Your left wing's been hit. Your left wing. You've got a hole in your left wing. My engine's right off. I'm gonna try and ditch. Jump! Jump!
Nice. A26, is that? It's 2 left.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
What the other guy is, A26 and... He's not taking off. Yeah, it's a plane I've been playing for quite some time. This is... I should fly more.
I like the novel because it's one of those you can just like go out and
Multi-purpose as well. It can ground pound. It can fight as well. You know, it can turn. Maybe not with the best, but it can hold its own. And it's lethal to take on head on. A lot of ammo. Yeah, the A26 is just not even bothering taking off. We've got the ticket lead, so this is pretty much a guarantee I'm just going to get some. Oh Christ, the AA on this area is just lethal. Probably best going for that first.
Destroy the target.
Oh, the B-17. Yeah, they're both over the airfield.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm heading back. I'm going to repair. Get some bombs, deal with a...
we'll be way ahead on tickets, I think. So.
Yeah, we don't have to. We've got the win. Definitely got the win. As long as people don't go silly and